Hi everybody, this is Giovanna, the owner of the Haunted Dollhouse. I am going to give you kind of like a little quick tour of our attic here in San Antonio, Texas. We have a lot of, dolls, of course, because we are a doll museum. But we also have a lot of interesting stuff, that we've collected over the years to go along with our dolls and to make our space very special, very interesting. I like to call this, besides the dolls, but I like to call our collection, dead people stuff. I always joke about that because I do collect things, or we find things that at some point belonged to somebody and they decided they didn't want it anymore. They either passed on or their relatives inherited it and they didn't feel they were worth keeping anymore. And here we come, finding a home for them, making a beautiful space, not just for them, but for the visitors. So when they come in here, they can experience the energy that you feel from such a magical space. That's what I like to call it, I mean, people say it's haunted. I think it's haunted. I've had my experiences for sure, knocking, moving, noises, lights turning on and off, scratches, people becoming very ill, voices, music suddenly just changing the volume up and down. We've also had total change in the music, like we're listening to something mysterious and spooky, and then all of a sudden it'll change to something completely different, like rock. And that little doll right there, when she came in, she made me ill. My stomach felt really sick and I felt weak with this one right here. She doesn't affect me like that anymore, but she did when she first came in. We have some local artists that we've also collected things that they've made over the years. But if you notice here in the attic, we have, everybody has their own space, their own little homes where they are with their kind. This one is very pretty. Here is like, kind of like a church setup. We have brides, we have angels, we have saints, we have candles, we have gold and pretty lace and flowers. Very sacred space, I would say. She's a beautiful, beautiful doll. She's like, I don't know, 36 inches tall, I would say. And then of course we have our wind phone, which I bought this phone many years ago in this little house when it used to be a antique store, and I took it home, and I just remember maybe like a month ago that I had it. So I decided to bring it to the dollhouse and turn it into a wind phone for people that want to communicate with with their loved ones that have passed on. This one is like the upper class little girls that belong to private schools having a little get together with their moms. Like this big old fruit that are hanging from there, and the green lace that is so pretty. And then we're gonna move on to, so you see what we've gone past already, and we're gonna move on to this area. This area we have some interesting dolls. I really like every doll in here. They're super cool. I like those too because sometimes they look so mean and so angry. And that's our little sister over there. And I have a story about them, but maybe I'll tell it another time. Yeah, they were actually donated to me by a person that I know. So now we got these dolls. They're so pretty. Look at all the little details that go into the dollhouse. She's stunning. All the little details, like I said. And then we have this queen over here. This is not her normal place, but because it's Christmas, we had to put a tree up here, which we don't have on right now. There's little Raggedy Ann. And then we have, I always forget their names.
Harry and Hermione.
Harry Potter dolls. She's stunning. People love her. Again, she's like a 36 inch doll. And she turns on and she moves. She's got a little ball there that lights up. And these are all my furry dolls. That sounded weird when I said mine, because I don't think they're mine, but the museum's furry dolls. Sorry, even my English is not working. I love this fabric, so pretty. Ooh, I'm feeling lightheaded now. Okay, so now we got the little kids. These dolls make me think of like that show Heidi, you know, like they live in a little village. That's actually supposed to be a Sherlock Holmes boy. So creepy but cute. Look at her, she looks so mad. Yeah, the little village kids right here. And that little doggy. And now we're gonna move. This fabric's pretty too. Ooh, it's a fancy little corner. There's a lot of fancy dolls in here. They're dressed for the party, ready to go. There are little joke jesters everywhere. So pretty. All right, let me go ahead and do a view of what you just saw right now to have an idea of the magnitude. Ooh, I am really lightheaded. You're not lightheaded, Rob?
No. You know me, I'm used to this place.
I think they're just sucking up my energy right now. So we have grouchy ladies over here. So pretty. They're actually the picture we took for our website. Little China dolls. And we have, I want to call this the ballet rehearsal. All little dancer girls, pretty girls learning to ballet, I guess. The garden dolls. They're all dressed so flowery and pretty. They almost remind me of fairies, like little forest girls.
We should make that a next little room one day.
So pretty. The fairies.
A little fairy themed one.
And we have the school kids. These kids remind me of school. Like they're ready to go to school and learn, when those schools used to have all different ages and in one classroom, like Little House on the Prairie. Actually, she's from Little House on the Prairie right here, the one with the creepy little teeth. Yep. And then, of course, we have these no-face dolls. I think the Amish or Mennonites, they made these dolls so that they believe that because they have no face, they cannot call a spirit to them. Because I guess spirits want to have a face. And this is a 100-year-old doll that we got donated. Her eyes are creepy, but she's cute. They're all cute. And then our like little 100-year-old little doll pajama holder, and we have a lot of babies here. I like this one. This is, did I say another one was my favorite room? Well, I think they all are, but I love this one. This one's cute. It kind of reminds me when I was gonna have a baby and I was trying to think how to do the nursery for my child. Anyways, we're gonna go this way now to show you the depth of what we just saw. And we have a few more rooms before I pass out here because I do feel lightheaded again. This one is cute. I like to call it the single mom cubicle. There's Mama with all her children. I wonder where the baby daddy went. Anyways. And then we have here the cousins and aunts getting together for tea time. Yep, they're having a good old time. All the kids around. Not a birthday party, more like a family get together. And we have one more over here. This is another get together, but to me this looked like they belong to a club, you know, like I don't know what kind of club, fancy lady club, maybe a cross stitch, or I don't know, book reading club. But yeah. All right, so we're gonna go that way and show you the entrance. So that's what we saw. Ooh, my head. That's what we saw, and I think it may be that one again. And this is the entrance. So when you walk into the dollhouse, we have this cute little outside the house. They're waiting to welcome you and say hi. Welcome to our home. So cute. All right, and now we're gonna go show you that. And now we're gonna walk down this creaky stairs. Hold on to this. We have pictures of our dolls. Hey, they've turned colors. They used to be black and white. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go down. Creepy little pictures over here. And of course, more dolls. More dolls. That door leads to the yard. And let me show you what those stairs look like. I'm sure you've seen them over and over. Oh shoot, we left the light on upstairs.
Get it.
Wait, let me do this. Oh no, you know what? I have my flash. Okay, we're good, Rob. And these are the dolls under the stairs. They're here. Just wanted to make people a little unnerving. She turns on when she wants to turn on. There we go. Hi, little girl.